Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's Guts. It's been a long time. Today, I'm gonna do something a little different. The channel is gonna start to move into Let's Plays. So, I'll still have a little bit of clip content and some informational videos, but I think the Let's Plays will allow me to engage with you for a lot longer periods of time. And I can just sit and talk, play at the same time, instead of recording voiceovers at. So you'll get more live reactions, and I think that'll be a little more fun. So, we're gonna play Ghostwire Tokyo first, a game I've been wanting to play for kind of a long time. And we're gonna start here with the Prelude game called The Corrupted Case File. Let's get into it. So, I think this one might be pretty much entirely a visual. Sightings, attacks, disappearances. How's a kid supposed to be in a time like this? But honestly, Ryota never really was like most kids. He's not usually glued to his phone all day. Okay. Alright, they're letting us mess around on the phone. Okay, so we got 3 vanishings to choose from. Ryota's concerns bring him to a mysterious case file posted online. It's titled Kirigaoka Vanishing. He reads it to himself, the best he can. Having tracked another report of dark fog to the area, I arrived to find it had passed, leaving dreary rain hanging over the neighborhood. At the scene, all we found were the clothes of a mother and son, left behind like 2 molted cicada shells. It's hard to even imagine a parent and her child just gone, precious lives snuffed out forever. My heart sank knowing that I'd failed to protect them. It was the worst feeling I'd ever felt. As if on cue, the rain started pouring down. Heavier and heavier, it fell with each passing minute. But I couldn't be bothered to take out my umbrella. That's when the obvious culprits returned to the scene of the crime. A group of monsters. They had umbrellas of their own, as if rain followed them wherever they go. I was furious. I brought hell down onto them at that very moment. They tried to protect themselves with the umbrellas, but I just kept pounding on them until they were battered and broken. I was so exhausted I could have fallen over at any moment. My utter wrath kept me going. As I picked up to leave, I still refused to open my own umbrella. I just walked away, rain pouring and soaking me to the bone. KK. Interesting. Let's read the Maruna Ochi Vanishing. Unable to shake the idea that monsters are all around him, Ryota navigates on his phone to a document called the Maruna... Oh, it's spelled differently here. Marunochi Vanishing. The language is complicated, but he works to understand it. It says, I got a tip on a missing woman from Marunouchi. When you've been a detective as long as I have, you tend to build up a big network of contacts. The story my contact told me was that they saw a woman one day when the fog rolled in. It blanketed the area, and then poof, she was gone. Times like these make me wish a certain somebody was around. Come to think of it, the fog and these disappearances set the scene or when I first met the rest of my crew. I didn't expect there to be so much reading, but I should have figured it's a visual novel, so I'm not sure if there's gonna be a lot of gameplay with this one, guys, so bear with me. I hope reading these things doesn't bother you. Everybody kept talking about folks just up and disappearing, and I thought it was a load of horse shit. It wasn't until I met them, and until my encounter, that I believed. Ever since then, I've been haunted by what I would have once called hallucinations. Turns out being able to see spirits and monsters isn't fantasy movie nonsense after all. Guess I should be thankful, because otherwise, I wouldn't have seen through that monster taking the form of the woman. She made a bunch of red orbs appear that chased me around, but I knew so long as I didn't let myself get surrounded, I'd be okay. She was a nightmare to look at, so I put her out of her misery. When I searched the scene, I spotted a woman's handbag. Found the missing lady's ID cards in there. Then I came across some clothes that looked like they would have been hers. They were in a little pile, but the way that they had fallen made it clear that her body had just vanished. No mistaking whose handiwork it was either. I finally managed to get my hands on a solid enough lead to work with. Okay. So, KK. So KK is kind of like a spirit detective, almost like something out of Yu Yu Hakusho. Okay. That's pretty cool. Let's read the last one, guys. Could monsters really live among us? These case files that say yes. Oh, these case files say that, yes. They absolutely can. And do. According to this one, a lady called me about a missing person who vanished from the bathroom of her apartment. Usually I'd brush it off as another runaway, but after seeing the crows circling above her apartment, I had a feeling there'd be more to this. The black stains on the front door verified my hunch. Turns out that I'm the only one that can see these black stains. The lady who lived there and showed me in made no signs of noticing it. She showed me the bathtub and gave me a play-by-play of what happened. Her boyfriend was taking a bath, longer than usual, and so she went to the bathroom to check in on him. When she opened the door, her boyfriend was gone, and for a short instant, there was a reflection of an old shrine on the surface of the bathwater. I rubbed my finger on the rim of the bathtub, and there was a transparent, sticky slime-like substance on it. A reflection of a shrine shone on the water's surface. I'll need to talk further with my team about this incident, to see if these things ring any bells. I purged the black stain on the front door and then left the scene. Poor lady. What will she do now? What can any of us do? KK. Oh, interesting. I can only read the one now. I wonder if it's changed. In these posts, the kids had found something. Or the kid had found something. Or rather, someone. Someone called KK has been looking into monsters in this part of town. A believer, just like Ryota. Social media would never lie. That means KK is an expert. Maybe the expert in all things paranormal. There's only one thing left to do. Having pored over every story, post, and grainy photo about local monsters he could find, Ryota prepares to take action. I'm gonna ask this KK guy to help. Just gotta figure out where he lives first. Sagasu. I wonder what that means. Sagasu. I feel like I've never heard that word. So I'll have to look that up. Ghostwire Tokyo. So he's like he's like hunting him down. Dear Mr. Investigator person. Okay, a little flash forward. Dear Mr. Investigator person. Hello, how are you? I'm not good and I need your help. Monsters got my best friend, Sosuke. Okay, guys. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. So, I'm gonna keep playing Ghostwire Tokyo Prelude. I know it is a visual novel, but we are gonna get to the regular Ghostwire Tokyo game as well. These will be episodic, so I really appreciate you guys coming by and joining me for this, and just checking out a new media. I really hope you like this format. Please tell me what your thoughts are below in the comments. And yeah, thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and thank you for everything that you do.